It all leads to this moment. It started with stepping out and discovering what you're capable of. Planning your future while learning, serving, and getting a real collegiate experience. Because the place you start can change everything. Itawamba Community College. You belong here.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
I stand alone with fire inside. This heart's a drum, I won't subside. Against the odds, I'll rise again with passion burning in my veins.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Good afternoon and Roll Tribe, ICC fans. Welcome out to today's doubleheader between ICC, the number 12 team in the country, and our friends from Pellissippi, all the way from Knoxville, Tennessee. Adam Gore, CJ Adams here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Appreciate CJ jumping in. Thought I was going to fly solo today, but CJ's like, no, I got you covered, Gore. CJ, beautiful day other than it's a little chilly outside.
It is. We're clocking in at 45 degrees here at game time. Slight wind going from right field over to left field. Probably going to gust a little bit and knock some balls down today.
Yeah,
but other than that, it is a pretty day.
Yeah, it's one of those where I don't want to be in the third base dugout today like Pellissippi. It's blowing basically right into their dugout there. So moments away from the Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here between ICC and Pellissippi in Game 1. ICC comes in with a record of 3-1. Pellissippi 2-8 on the year. This is relatively a new team in the NJCAA athletics. I think they've had athletics for maybe 4 years. We've played them in soccer and in volleyball. I believe this might be our first meeting in softball. The Guaranteed Bank opening pitch. Going to miss low and outside for a ball that comes your way at 12:55. Well, let's talk about Banco Kelowna keys to victory for today's matchup. And CJ, what's it going to take for the Indians to be successful this afternoon?
Well, they got to score more runs than the other team.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No, they just got to keep hitting the ball like they've been hitting it. Ella's been pitching good. I think if she comes out and gives a strong outing, we should be in pretty good shape.
Those keys to victory being brought to you by Banco Kelowna, John Harrod, and all the fine folks out at Banco Kelowna, proud to sponsor today's action. Shows bunt, that pitch runs inside for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. Let's take a look at some Samstown market stats on today's starting pitcher, which is Ella Lilly. She comes in with a 2.03 ERA, 1-0 on the season. This is her third appearance on the year. As that pitch in the dirt for a ball. She has given up 10 hits, 3 runs, all 3 of those earned. She's walked 4 and has struck out 3 in 10 and a third innings of work so far this season. Count now is 3-1, and that is going to be a leadoff walk, and I failed to mention that is Savannah Mello at the plate. She's playing second base. She came into today batting .533, with a .576 on base percentage, so that just went up a little bit more. And now this is going to bring Kate Stevens to the plate, the center fielder. So runner on first. And no outs here in the top of the first between ICC and Pellissippi. We do want to welcome those that are watching this afternoon in support of the Indians, and also say a special hello to our friends from Pellissippi that are tuned in. That pitch across for a strike. Throw down to first is not in time.
She about caught her napping out there first. Good throw. Tag just a little bit slow getting down.
That's Maddie Porter behind the plate for the Indians here in Game 1. We'll give you the lineup in the exchange of innings. There's a ground ball, third baseman. And no, just the misstepping on the bag that time.
Yeah, I think she was cheating a little bit too much towards first. Had a little trouble getting back to second to get that foot down.
So, CJ, do you call that an error on the play? E4?
That's tough because that was going to be a close play either way. But, yeah, I'd probably give it an error because she could have found the bag.
And so now with runners on first and second, still no outs. This is going to be Avery Haymans, the shortstop, coming to the plate, takes that pitch in there for strike one. Nice job by Ella to kind of settle down for a minute. She struggled with the first batter, but since then has been able to fill up the strike zone. So runners at first and second here in the top of the first. Shows bunt. It's going to go foul. 0-2 now is the count. CJ mentioned absolute beautiful day. If it was about, 20 degrees warmer, it'd be perfect out here at Andy Kirk Field. If we had Andy Kirk here, we can ask him to turn the heat up a little bit for us. 0-2 pitch. That one high and outside for a ball.
Yeah, other than the rain yesterday morning, we had a beautiful day down here. Still see some puddles out beyond the fence.
Yeah, kudos to the ground crew. Always do a great job here. Got the field in great playing condition as that pitch outside. 2-2 now is the count. So waiting the 2-2 pitch here. It's ripped, and it's going to get through the gap. And they're going to have bases loaded. A great start here for Pellissippi. No outs, bases loaded in the top of the first. Had to go for a single for Haymans. And this will bring up Jenna Hagee. Apologize if I say that name wrong. It's either Hagee or Hagee. But right now, if you're the Indians, though, you got to find an out here. Ripped, and it's knocked down. They're going to come home on the play. Smart play there by Ella Duhan. It started with a great job of knocking down a absolute blistered shot up the middle. Not only that, had the wherewithal to pop up and come home with it.
Yeah, that line drive made the runner freeze just long enough for her to recover and get that out at home.
So now with one out, this will bring up Lily Ware, the DP, to the plate. That last play is going to be a nominee for a What a Play Wednesday for sure. As that pitch finds the corner for a strike. 0-1 is the count. What a Play Wednesday is presented by Renaissance Bank. They are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. So Ware with a 0-1 count with one out and bases loaded. Couldn't catch up with that one. Tried to adjust mid-swing. 0-2 now is the count. So waiting the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad spot to miss there with the throwaway pitch. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, throw it down there, see if she'll chase it.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases still loaded here. Bases loaded being brought to you by Max Home here in Fulton. Swing and a miss. A clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there, the first of the day for Lily. And on the season, that is her 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize, folks. I know I'm going to butcher this next name. This is Talia Paredes coming to the plate. CJ, can you think you can say it any better than I can?
Paredes?
All right. I like that one better. As that first pitch fouled off for a strike. I'll check out howtopronounce.com in between the next break we take to make sure we say that right. Paredes, though, I think you're spot on.
I wouldn't put money on that.
0-1 is the count. 2 outs. Indians trying to get out of this bases loaded jam. That pitch in the dirt for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. So 1-1 will stay the count here. Lily in the circle. Boy, it'd be a big time here if she can find her second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. Ground ball, foul ball, and we'll do it all over again at 1-2. We'll have our Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups in the exchange of the inning. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lily gets the signal, now set to deliver. That one just outside. Again, not a bad spot to miss.
No, that ball just kept tailing a little bit too much, but a pretty good position there.
So 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded here for Pellissippi. Indians looking for the exit. Grounder up the middle. Shortstop gets it. 1 plays to first. Nice dig. And the Indians do get out of the inning with no damage done. 6-3 on the putout. So as we said, we're going to introduce you to today's starting lineups for both squads. The starting lineup being brought to you by our friends at Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works. We've already introduced you to the first 6 batters of the day here for the Panthers of Pellissippi. So we'll run through those again. It'll be Mello starting things off at second base. Stevens, center field. Heyman's the shortstop. Hagee is the first baseman. Ware is the DP. And Paredes is the third baseman. 7 through 8 looks like this. E.K. Snyder out in right field. Macy Spangler is the catcher. And Makia Matthews will be in left field. In the circle for Pellissippi is Brooke Million. She comes in with a 0-4 record and a 7.84 ERA. For ICC, the starting lineup looks like this. Victoria Fields will lead things off. She'll be out in left field. Grayson Snell will be the shortstop. She's batting second. Batting third will be Maddie Porter. She's catching here in Game 1. Cleaning things up will be the DP, A.B. Marler. At second base is Ella Duhan. Taylor Shands will be at third base. Houston Ray Grantham is playing first. Neely Hold'em is in right field. Elena Dawsey is in center field. And as we've already mentioned, Ella Lilly is your starting pitcher today for ICC here in Game 1. Well, CJ, it was the Bevel series that finally snapped the streak of home runs in a game for ICC. Up until then, they had hit at least 1 home run in every game through the first 12 games of the season. As a team this year, ICC has 25 home runs through 14 games. I believe the record for most home runs in a season is 45. On pace a little bit.
Yeah,
to catch
if my
that.
math is correct, that would only be a few more weeks away, breaking that record. You know, Coach Owens and they love to see the bats that hot this early in the year.
And so for ICC, this is going to be Fields starting us off. Looks at that first pitch. It's a cross for a strike. Take a look at some Samstown market stats on today's pitcher in Brooke Million. So we already mentioned 0-4 in the year with a 7.84 ERA. This is her 7th appearance of the season. That pitch high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. She has given up 37 runs, 28 earned on 27 hits, 34 walks. She has struck out 18 and that's over 25 innings of work. You're coming off a sweep at Northeast yesterday. So just kind of going on that Northeast Mississippi tour with a Sunday double dipper here. That pitch high for a ball. 3-1 now is the count. Fields, Snell, and Porter scheduled up. So apparently we had an illegal pitch called just then, so the coach wanted to come out and get an explanation of what the illegal pitch is. Normally you see them, like an umpire, when he calls the illegal pitch, will come out and talk to the pitcher to let them know what they're doing. As this pitch popped up.
Straight up.
Third baseman coming in and will squeeze it for an out. Nice job there by Million to adjust after getting hit with that illegal pitch to get the first out of the inning. So F5 for Fields, and now this will bring Snell to the plate. Grayson on the year batting .250. Swings to the first pitch she sees, pops it up. First baseman's going over and makes the play.
Into the netting. Nice commitment there to make that catch and hang on to it.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, with stationary cameras today, as that was an excellent play. As CJ said, she caught it as she made contact with the net sliding into it. And so 2 quick outs here for the Indians in the home half of the first. And here comes Maddie Porter. She looks at that first pitch high for a ball. So 1-0 is the count with 2 outs. That one runs inside. 2-0 now is the count. Well, this is where you got to be careful. You got the bats of Porter, Marler, Duhan, and Shands. Those are the ones that have just been doing all the damage this season when it comes to the long ball. And that pitch in there for a strike. A large part of that, CJ, is they've been able to work into hitters' counts when they're being very patient, not chasing bad pitches, and a lot of growth from a freshman to sophomore to be able to do that. As soon as I say that, she chases one outside, evens the things up at 2-2.
Yeah, it's always impressive to watch, see how they grow between freshman and sophomore year and see how they can kind of slow the game down. They see the pitches a little bit better, know what to do, and results usually come from that.
This one popped up, and I apologize to Maddie as I jinxed her, as that one's popped up, and the Indians go 3 up, 3 down in the home half of the first. We've played 1 here in game 1. No score. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back now as we shift to the top of the second inning. No score here between ICC and Pellissippi. Ella Lilly is in the circle here for the Indians. That pitch missing low for a ball. This is Snyder, Spangler, and Matthews, the 7, 8, 9 batters due up here for Pellissippi in the top of the second. And that one missing. 2-0 now is the count. Well, Pellissippi being patient at the plate, working themselves into some hitters' counts. They loaded the bases in the top of the first, but ICC was able to get out of that jam with no damage done.
Yeah, very fortunate. Bases loaded, nobody out to get out of that.
That pitch runs inside for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. Well, if you're watching, plenty of time to get out here. We're playing 2 today. No admission to get into softball this season, so we encourage you to come out. But if you do, you want to bundle up. There's a grounder right back to Lily off her glove. Going to have to hurry as a third baseman, and she's safe. The throw kind of pulled Grantham off the base there.
At least that's what he said.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she beat it. I don't know if I couldn't tell if it was on base or not, but I don't think it would have mattered either way.
Yeah, I don't think it would have mattered either way. So going to give that a single on the play, despite it being knocked down that time by Lily.
Ella almost got an assist on that one.
Yep. As always, my stats are unofficial. Get them from the coaches at the end of the day. That ball's going to roll backwards, and
it's going to stay
fair. Yeah.
Thing jumped over that bat coming backwards.
It did. That was a smart play to see if it would hit the bat and cause it to be a dead ball. But, man, everything going the way of Pellissippi here early. Coach Owens wants to come out and get his girls refocused. Let's take the time out with them and be back with more right after this.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesar's new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates 2 things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Brief meeting in the circle. No changes made there for the Indians. Runners at first and second here for Pellissippi. Is that pitch in there for a strike from Lily? I think that was just one of those conversations where coach is coming out saying, hey, let's get woke up here.
Yeah, it's like, y'all know what to do. Let's get going. Stop messing around.
That's what we need you to go out there and give that.
It's very inspirational.
Yeah. That pitch in there for a strike. 0-2 now is the count. It was a single that was off the glove of Lily, probably a play that she'd love to have come back and have another chance at. And then, as you said, CJ, just a weird pop-up that had some backspin to it that jumped the bat and stayed fair. And there's strike 3. A clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there, second of the day for Lily. And we flip it back to the top of the lineup. But, yeah, that was just one of those hits where we can go out here and try to do that 10 times in a row. We can't do it at all.
Yeah, I couldn't do it once probably.
So runners stay at first and second. Now we flip it back up top to Mello. Takes that pitch for a strike. She walked but was left stranded. Or no, excuse me, she was erased on a fielder's choice.
Yes.
Back in the first inning. 0-1 is the count here to the second baseman, Mello. Ground ball right side. Second baseman comes over, tosses it underhand for the second out of the innings. Runners do advance, though, in that situation, so works almost just as good as a sacrifice bunt.
Really does, just a little bit further. Good play there. Second baseman fielding that quickly and getting it over for the out.
That's Ella Duhan at second for the Indians today. And now this will be Stevens. She reached on an error by the second baseman. When she went to step on the bag, just whiffed and didn't touch it at all. As there's a swing, or no, excuse me, looking at strike 1. Stevens playing in center field, so you know she's got good speed, so the infield's going to come in, especially on the left side. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Man, whatever Coach Owens said in that brief timeout, he might want to bottle it. Keep that for later on down the line. The girls have responded well.
Press repeat on that speech.
So waiting the 0-2 pitch here from Lily. And that one just missing low. 1-2 now is the count.
That was a really good pitch by Ella.
You kind of saw the home plate umpire. He kind of wobbled a little bit where he didn't know where to go with that one, so he called it a ball. So now the count goes 1-2. Right back up the middle, and this is going to score at least 1. Are they going to try to go 2? No, they are not. And they're going to fake the throw, and she never checked up, so that's going to be, I'm going to call it a single advance on the throw. And that's an RBI as well, and Pellissippi coming out 2-8 on the year with the early lead here over the number 12 team in the country. And that was just a well hit right back up the middle.
Yeah, well timed. Ella really didn't have time to react at all to that.
And this will be Haymans coming to the plate. She had a single and rips this one, and it's going to be foul, though. Out of play for strike one. Runners at second and third. Indians trying to get out of the inning here with minimum damage done. Don't like the softball, so they're going to trade it out. So 0-1 is the count. Runners at second and third with two away here in the top of the second. That pitch missing low for a ball, evens things up now at 1-1. Wind starting to shift now, almost blowing out from the dugout, the ICC dugout to left field now. And that one missing low. 2-1 now is the count. Pretty much anytime I've said anything positive today, negative starts to happen. So my apologies.
Yeah, stop it.
I'll just shut up the rest of the day. And the world said amen. As that one's going to be fouled back. 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Pellissippi leading the number 12 team in the country. 1-0 here in the early goings of this one. Grounder right back to Lily. Good job, and the toss over is in time for the third out of the inning. 1-3 on the ground out there. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. Pellissippi leads it 1-0. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Back with more right after this.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the second. ICC trailing Pellissippi 1-0 here to be the 4, 5, 6 batters due up. A.B. Marlar, Ella Duhan, and Taylor Shands for the Indians. Marlar looks at that first pitch in there for a strike. Right now, CJ, that's kind of the difference in the game is Pellissippi's doing a good job of filling up the zone. ICC's kind of struggled and fell behind in counts.
Yeah, we swung at some pitches that were less than straight down the middle. Got out with 3 straight pop-outs last inning, so I think they just need to settle down a little bit, be a little more disciplined, and the bats will come alive.
That last pitch was high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to Marlar. Listen to that pitch outside. 2-1 now is the count. AB batting .514 on the year. She's got 19 hits, 3 doubles, 6 home runs, and 11 RBI. That one missing low. 3-1 now is the count. much better at bats now, CJ, than what we saw in the top part of the bottom of the first, I should say.
Yeah, so far she's done well, not chasing anything out of the zone.
So waiting the 3-1 pitch here. This one hit hard. If it's fair, it's going to be trouble. And it's just foul. It hit the line, CJ.
That was close. That was the home plate umpire that called that.
I don't say
the other guy might have had a better view on that, but he didn't make a signal.
So he almost like he was trying to get out of the way.
I understand that too.
Yeah.
Nobody likes getting hit.
So 3-2 now is the count here to Marlar. This one she pops up, and it's going to get out of play. Man, what about the hustle of that third baseman from Pellissippi? She almost ran through the back of the dugout that time she got there so quickly.
These ladies are not scared of fencing. We've already seen one go into first base dugout, and she probably would have went straight through that dugout if she'd have kept running.
Absolutely. So the count will stay 3-2 here to AB. This one lifted. It's going to drop, and that's going to be down to the gap, and that will go for a single from Marlar. First hit of the afternoon for ICC. Nice at bat there. Fouled off a few pitches, kept it alive, and was able to just put it out there where they ain't, as you say. And they're going to bring in a runner in this situation. This will be number 2 for the Indians. That is going to be Morgan Green in to run. They're going to swap out the softball here as it went out to left field. It's a little wetter out there in left field than normal areas on the field. It tends to hold a little bit of water out there. So now, runner at first. And this is going to be Ella Duhan, the second baseman, coming to the plate. She had an outstanding defensive play earlier in the contest. Let's see if I'm going to cue up the right one here. Or no, I'm not going to try to now that the umpire is back coming to the plate. They're trying to get a new softball in. Ella batting .313 on the year. She's got 10 hits, 4 doubles, 3 home runs, and 9 RBI. As that pitch called a strike here to Duhan. Green on the year has 6 stolen bases. She's at first running for Marlar. That pitch missing outside. 1-1 now is the count. Be interesting to see if the Indians put Green in motion. 1-1 is the count. As this one fouled back. Didn't look like she was going that time. 1-2 now is the count. Wind continuing to shift now. Not blowing as hard as it was earlier, but is now blowing out from home plate towards the scoreboard. Out in left field. Now it's shifting again. 1-2 pitch. Chase the high one. Only one play, and it's going to be over to first, and it's in time. Nice play over there from third, as that was a tough throw on the run. And that'll be the first out of the inning. Runner does advance to second. 5-3 on the putout of Duhan, and now this will bring up Taylor Shands, the third baseman, to the plate. So Shands will dig in with the runner at second. ICC trailing Pellissippi 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. That pitch just a bit high, and the runner will head over to third.
Just a tad high.
Just a tad high. As Morgan will advance to third on the wild pitch. 1-0 is the count. Tying run is in scoring position now for the Indians. That pitch runs inside for a strike. That umpire likes the inner part of the plate. Hasn't been so much on the outside part of the plate, especially when it comes to right-handed batters. So you got to make those adjustments early on. 1-1 pitch. Shands couldn't catch up with it. 1-2.
We need to find a way to put a ball in play here and get a run in, tie this thing up.
Shands on the year batting .258. And swing and a miss there for the strikeout. A clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there And now this will bring up Houston Ray Grantham. HR batting .400 on the year. She has got 2 hits, both of those doubles so far this season. That pitch runs low. So Houston Ray will dig in here with a runner at third. ICC trailing at 1-0. Big healthy swing and a miss there. 1-1 now is the count. Well, the Indians have not figured out the riddle that is Brooke Million. We talked about it. She comes in 0-4 in the season with a 7.84 ERA as this one popped up and out of play. But today, she's pitching it well, CJ.
She is, and caught that out of the corner of my eye. The dog we have down there retrieving foul balls got that one pretty quick.
We do. We need to remind me. We need to see if we can hook the GoPro up to the dog.
We do. That would be some good footage because he saw it straight off the bat and was chasing it.
So 1-2 now is the count. And Grantham chases a rise ball, and ICC leaves the runner stranded at third, and they continue to trail this one 1-0 after 2 complete. We'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
ICC fans, we've got you covered like never before. The all-new Let'sGoICC.com is your award-winning home for everything ICC athletics, and when it's game time or showtime, head to Let'sGoICCTV.com, the official streaming home for ICC athletics, fine arts, and other special events. Watch it live or on demand anytime, anywhere. Let'sGoICC.com and Let'sGoICCTV.com, your front row seat for all things ICC.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled it over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
that's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the third inning. That first pitch in there for a strike. ICC left a tying run at third. It's 1-0 Pellissippi here in game 1. 4, 5, 6 batters due up here. Got this as Hagee starting us off. Thought about going, held off on it. They're going to appeal. She did not go. I'm going to agree. 1-1 now is the count.
Even if she did go, that guy's not in position to see it in first base. That's a third base official call.
Yeah, that's the tough thing. Like, I know they don't really – I don't know if they do it now in conference play, but I know they get to 3, especially in the playoffs. There's that pitch in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count. But, yeah, there's no way mathematically you can see the angle of that to be able to call it or not. We'll just defer to Coach Wilson next time, who has joined us up here. And that pitch in the dirt, 2-2 now is the count. He also said it was not a swing. Speaking of Coach Wilson, the men's basketball team, league champions. They'll be in action on Monday at East Mississippi, and they'll be back home here Thursday for sophomore night against a very scrappy home squad, as there's a nice diving stop. Throw across the way is in time. Ella Duhan flashes some leather over there today defensively.
Yeah, good dive, quick throw. Couldn't ask for anything better out of that play.
Second time she's made a play on a hard hit ball by Hagee today. Last one was she came home with to cut down a run. And now this will be Lily Ware, the DP, coming to the plate. She struck out swinging, one of 2 Renaissance Bank strikeouts today so far for Lily. This one hit hard. It's going to get foul and out of play. And so 0-1 now is the count. So no balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Ware at the dish here for Pellissippi. They lead it 1-0 here in the top of the third. This one hit hard, popped up, same spot, and no, just run out of room out there in right field.
I tell you, that fence is getting a lot of action today. Had another collision out there.
That was Hodum trying to make the play. So now 0-2 is the count here to Ware. Ella Lilly in the circle here for the Indians. That one low and outside. That's where Porter had set up to see if she might be able to get her chasing, but a good eye on the part of Ware that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on here for the Panthers. That one a little bit further outside. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, I think that one got away from her a little bit. She's smiling after that play. Didn't release where she wanted to release that one.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here. Lilly set to pitch. This one foul back off the netting, and we'll do it over again at 2-2. Well, that was one that's going to upset the dog. We do have a dog out here that retrieves foul ball. One of the parents brings it each game. We're going to, again, try to find a GoPro, see if we can hook it up to it. There's strike 3. Great job there by Ella Lilly to strike out Lily Ware for the second time today, and that's her third Renaissance Bank strikeout. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com.
Yeah, Ella did good. She stayed outside 3 straight pitches, then came back inside and caught her looking.
So this is going to be Paredes at the plate. Grounded out to short to end the first. That one off the leg of the pitcher, but a nice job again over there by Ella Duhan. So we're going to go 1-4-3 on the put out for the 3-up, 3-down inning in the top of the third. See if the Indians bats can wake up here in the bottom half. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesar's new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates 2 things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Sam's Town Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
At Bank Okolona, consistency isn't just something we strive for. It's our way of doing business. One bank, multiple communities, consistently here for you. Find the branch nearest you at bankokolona.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We shift now to the bottom of the third inning. ICC trailing 1-0. 8-9-1 batters due up here for the Indians. Hodum, Dawsey, and Field scheduled up. And that pitch a ball. Got C.J. Adams joining me up top today in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Find out how you can help support ICC softball by visiting iccms.edu/Indian Club. That's iccms.edu/Indian Club. You can select your sport, make a donation, and I know all of our coaches are greatly appreciative of those that help out our programs here at ICC. That pitch in the dirt. Or if you like the broadcast enough, want to help support the sports information department, you can pick us and give us a little bit of money. But I don't want to take away from our athletic programs. So
get you some more of those grape Fantas.
Man, yeah, I got a grape Fanta up here. I don't know what it is about a grape Fanta. I hadn't had one since I was a kid. Got some the other day, and my kidneys are like, Gore, stop.
That's a Coca-Cola product, right?
It is. If it's not, we're going to say it is because Coke's a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. It is. So there we go. Even better. So this is going to be Dawsey at the plate. Shows bunt. That one catches just enough of the rubber for a strike. So the Indians with a runner at first after a leadoff walk to Hodem. Dawsey, the center fielder, lays the bunt down, but it's going to go foul, and now the count will go 0-2. CJ, right now, early on in the contest, this is one of those games where the bounces have gone the way of Pellissippi and not so much ICC on those type plays.
That's very true. Wasn't a bad bunt there, just had a little too much spin on it, rolled it foul, but that one earlier that they had, jumped the bat, stayed in play.
That pitch goes high, not a bad spot to miss there. 1-2 is the count. That's the way it is sometimes. Sometimes you come out to the ball field and everything goes your way, and some days, well, not so much. And so far that's been the case here for the Indians. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there. Third of the game for Million. She came in today with 18 strikeouts on the season. And that's a big swing and a miss there for Fields as we flip it back to the top part of the lineup. So 0-1 is the count here to Victoria Fields. She popped up to third. And that pop-up, CJ, that she had, I go back and you think about it, it was one of those major league pop-ups.
It was. We'll call them one of those silo hits because I believe it would have made it out of a silo with that height.
So 1-1 now is the count. 1 out and a runner at first. This one, a dribbler back to the pitcher. Throw over is in time. They try the snap throw to second. Hodem gets back without an issue. 1-3 on the putout of Fields. And so now with 2 outs, it'll bring up Grayson Snell to the plate. Runner did advance to second. So now it's time for a 2-out hit here for the Indians. They've only got 1 hit so far in the game. This one popped up, back off the netting. Strike 1. Snell on the year, batting .250 coming into this series. She's got 6 hits, 1 double, 3 RBI on the season. This one ripped, and it's over the head of the third baseman. This is going to score a run. And it's going to go extra bases for Snell. A clutch hit there for the Indians.
Really nice 2-out double to drive in that tying run.
A timely hit there as ICC does cash in on that leadoff walk to start the inning. And, CJ, you see that 9 times out of 10. Once you get that leadoff runner on in a walk situation, they tend to be able to come around and score, and that was a clutch hit there by Snell.
Just over the jumping third baseman.
So now this will be Maddie Porter coming to the plate. Listen to that pitch low for a ball. Maddie popped up to second to end the first inning. She came into today batting .405 on the season. That pitch high for a ball, 2-0. She's got 15 hits, 15 runs scored, 6 home runs, and she has a team-high 17 RBIs. So 2-0 is the count. 3-0 now. CJ, so I got to ask you this. Do you call it RBI whenever you say plural, or do you say RBIs?
That's a good question. I'm not sure I've ever thought about that.
Because RBI is technically as runs batted in.
Right.
Shows bunt, pulls back. Runner will advance on that situation.
We may need to defer to our proofreader, see what the official college term is.
Well, I will say this. Every time I type it in, it auto-corrects it to RBI with a S. But to me, it should be RBI. Kind of like plural for deer. Is deer, not deers. And that's going to be a walk. Oh, yeah, there's a softball game going on. I guess we should talk about it. If you know, let us know. Hit me up on the Twitters at Let's Go ICC. As we'll have a meeting in the circle here. Let's take a quick break and be back with more.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back. Just a brief meeting in the circle. Doesn't appear to be any changes as we're tied up now, 1-1 here in the bottom of the third inning, and this is going to be A.B. Mahler at the plate with runners on the corners. Porter, she's going to head down, and they bit on it, but the pump fake there. Indy has dodged a big-time bullet.
Yeah, you're right. If she would have fired that down first time, she was just sitting duck out there on the baseline.
So that was probably talked about there in the circles. That was a pitch out. Now Marler with runners at second and third with 2 outs. Just couldn't catch up with the rise ball there. 1-1 now is the count.
She was swinging to extend that home run.
Yeah, she's got 6 of those. Her and Porter tied on the season. That pitch missing low. Talked about it. She's averaging .514 coming into this series. 19 hits, 6 home runs, 3 doubles. She does have 11 RBI. And fouls that one back. Evens things up now at 2-2. Second on the team with those 11 RBI on the season. Should go ahead and step into the lead with a home run here. Pops this one a mile high, and again, every time I talk about something positive, the negative happens, and so that one is on me. So a pop out in shallow right to the second baseman will end the inning, but ICC does scratch a run across to tie us up at 1. We've played 3. We'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
It all leads to this moment. It started with stepping out and discovering what you're capable of. Planning your future while learning, serving, and getting a real collegiate experience. Because the place you start can change everything. Itawamba Community College. You belong here.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to shift now to the top of the fourth inning. 1-1 is the score here between Pellissippi and the Indians, and it's been a good one so far, CJ. Your thoughts on the contest so far?
Low-scoring affair. I really thought bats would be alive today, especially with the wind blowing out a little bit, but that has not been the case. We've had some good pitching, some good defense, and sitting here tied at 1.
Ella Lilly still in the circle here for the Indians. That pitch, a rare one. Called for a strike on that outer edge. We talked about the umpire not liking that zone too much today. So 0-1 is the count. That one just a little bit too far outside. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Top of the fourth, 1-1 is the score. Line drive, right fielder's going to go over. It makes the diving play. Hodum with a big-time play out there in right. If she doesn't make that play, that's trouble, as there's plenty of speed in Schneider to be able to get around the bases in a hurry, and a great play out there by Hodem.
Yeah, that's definitely another What a Play Wednesday nominee for the week.
So now with one out, this will be Spangler coming to the plate. She had a single part of that one-run inning that they had back in the second, a little slow roller to the first baseman. And 2 away now, and this will bring Matthews to the plate. Well, the Indians would love to get a 3-up, 3-down inning. If they don't, I am going to stop talking about things because I have jinxed both teams today. But to get that 3-up, 3-down inning, see if they can get the bats back to the plate as they started heating up there in the third. Ground ball, second baseman gets it, tosses it over, and the jinx of Gore is done. 3-up, 3-down, go the Panthers. ICC will send the 5, 6, 7 batters to the plate. When we come back, it'll be Duhan, Shands, and Grantham. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Mr. Palomalo?
Yeah.
You need any help?
Mm-mm.
You want my Coke Zero?
Nah.
Really? You can have it. A Coke Zero and
Okay.
a smile.
We're Coke brand managers.
Coke Zero stole our taste, and they are not stealing our commercial.
Hey, that was for me.
Is he coming? Is he coming?
Coke Zero has a life. Have a Coke
Hey, kid.
Zero and a smile.
Cats.
Da, 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 da.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled me over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
That's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready now to shift to the bottom of the fourth inning. As that first pitch in there for a strike. We got a little bit of royalty in the press box with us. Alyssa Cliff coming by to say hi. Tried to get her on the microphone, but she quickly said no. 1-1 is the score. That pitch in there for a strike. Scoreboard showing 1-2 right now as the count. This is Ella Duhan, who grounded out to third in her only appearance so far in the contest. Pops this one up, and it's going to go left side, and it's going to drift foul. And so we'll do it all over again here with Ella. Well, it took me about halfway through the season last year to realize what her walk-up song was. Did you happen to catch it, CJ?
Oh, no, I can't hear anything with these headsets.
Oh, okay. Well, it's Umbrella. And it's the section of the song where it goes, Ella, Ella, Ella. Her name is Ella. I felt really dumb after I finally figured that out last year. 1-2 pitch, swung on a miss. That rise ball has worked well today for Brooke Million. And that'll go for her fourth Renaissance Bank strikeout of the contest. So one away now. And nobody on. This will bring Taylor Shands to the plate, who struck out swinging in her only appearance so far. And a little behind on the fastball there. 0-1 now is the count. Well, as we mentioned, a nice day outside. Could stand to be a lot warmer out the ballpark, but beautiful day for softball. Swing and a miss there. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, we're having all kinds of trouble catching up to what she's throwing this afternoon.
She is tossed to Jim so far, only a 2-hitter with 4 strikeouts. You look at her stats on the year, she had walked 34. She's only walked 1 today. And those 34 walks was over 25 innings. So her control has been spot on this afternoon. That last pitch high for a ball. 1-2 now is the count. This one lifted. Is it going to have enough to get out of here? See you later. A solo home run off the bat of third baseman Taylor Shands.
That ball really did carry when it got up above the stadium here.
Yeah, that was one of those that the way the wind's blowing today, it's kind of whipping around the ballpark, is carrying more to left field than anywhere else today. And as you said, CJ, didn't need a lot of help to get out of the ballpark. But
yeah, that thing carried quite a bit.
So a big-time hit there. Let's see if that might wake the bats up for the Indians, as this will bring up H.R. Grantham to the plate. She struck out swinging to end the second. 1 out, nobody on here. And she fouls that one back for strike one. 0-1 is the count.
So I guess that starts a new streak then.
It does. So the streak starts a new one. We talked about it. ICC had went 12 games with at least 1 home run in those games. It was the Bevel series. I guess that was earlier this week. This week has been so long, I don't remember when that series was. But, yeah, that was the first time that ICC had not hit a home run. Of course, the wind was blowing in at 20-mile-per-hour gusts into the park from left field. That's a swing and a miss there. That's why they also, I think, hit 9 home runs in the first game of the day in baseball, because it was blowing out of the park at Crescent Field. 1-2 now is the count here to Grantham. This one popped up. Second baseman will be able to drift back and get underneath it. Thought it was hit a little bit sharper than it was that time. Sounded pretty good off the bat. Thought it might be trouble, but a nice adjustment there at second. So now with 2 outs, this is going to bring up Hodum to the plate. She walked and scored a run back in the 3rd inning. So she'll try to spark a 2-out rally here for the Indians. That pitch inside corner for a strike. 0-1 is the count.
He does love that inside corner today.
Yeah, he has been consistent on it, even when batters kind of flinch and jump back a little bit. And this time, up high, chased it. 0-2 now is the count. Well, that's kind of where Millions made her living today, working inside and then coming back high on the batters to get them chase.
God.
And that one right back at it, as that'll be the 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game there for Million. She's dealing, folks, but ICC does get a solo home run off the bat of Shands. It's 2-1 ICC. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, brother, know the water's sweet, but blood is thicker. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I will hear you call. If the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
Welcome back. Man, the umpire not wasting any time, as wasn't even able to get in a minute break that time. That first pitch high for a ball. This is Ella Lilly in the circle here for the Indians. We're back at the top of the lineup here. Mello, Stevens, and Haymans due up for Pellissippi. 2-1 is your score. Taylor Shands the difference in this ball game so far. That pitch in there for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs, nobody on here as we're starting the 5th. That pitch just missing inside. Now the count goes 3-1. Looked pretty good, CJ.
Yeah, I think Ella was a little frustrated on that one. She's grabbing some dirt, kind of talking to herself out on the mound after that.
3-1 pitch, and that one in the dirt, so that'll be a leadoff walk, and we've seen it time and time again. Those come back and haunt you. So right now, if you're Ella, you just got to shake it off, especially after you thought you had gotten the strike thrown before that. But shake that one off and come back and see if you can get Stevens here. Stevens reached on an error, singled, advanced on the throw, and drove in a run, the only run so far today for the Panthers. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes that one for a strike. Infield shifting everyone all over the place. Anticipating the bunt out of Stevens. Talked about it. She's a center fielder, and 9 times out of 10, your fastest player on the field is going to be your center fielder. Shows bunt, pulls back, swings. Strike 2. Well, I'll tell you what, if she can make some contact and hit something right back up the middle towards the right side of the field with the shift on out there in the outfield, she could be running for days.
Yeah, I hope you're wrong about that one.
Oh, yeah. Waiting the 0-2 pitch here from Lily. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Throw down is not in time. But a timely Renaissance Bank strikeout there. Good pitch. Looked like they might have had a little bit of a hit and run on that time, CJ. Got her to chase one low out of the zone. And the throw, smart slide that she slid to the high side of the bag to avoid the tag. So she does advance to second, 1 out.
Absolutely. That was a really good throw by Maddie Porter. Just a great slide to get out to the outside of that base and avoid that tag.
So now this will be Heyman's. 1 for 2 on the day. Runner's going to go to third, and that's going to be a stolen base. And so Mello showing off that speed now. Trying to get the tying run home here. 2-1 is your score. 1 out. That pitch was called a ball. Heyman's your shortstop. Grounded out 1-3 in her most recent at-bat. Right back to her. Lily looks to run her over back, and then they're going to send her home. And so it will be a RBI on the ground out, 1-3. The put out for out number 2. And a clutch hit there. We're tied at 2.
Yeah, that speed really came in to help them right there. She took off as soon as that throw was made to first and really had no chance of getting her at home.
Yeah, Heyman's speed was kind of the one that helped open that up too. Had just enough to have to draw a quicker throw than normal. And so the 2-8 Panthers giving ICC everything they want and then some here. Check swing, foul ball, strike 1. We talked about it. They come in at 2-8 after getting swept by Northeast. ICC 13-1 on the season, number 12 in the country in the preseason poll. This is Hagee. She is grounded out or hit the ball each time to second. That one turned on and foul. The first time up, she hit an absolutely blistering shot that Duhan knocked down, came home to get the force, and then she hit another hard shot to the second baseman, but Duhan was able to handle it 4-3 on the put out there. 0-2 is the count. 2 outs and nobody on. Lily looking for the exit with the pitch here. Instead, it's going to be fouled off, out of play, and we'll reset and do everything over again at 0-2. Got some more fans making their way out to the ballpark. If you're watching in the area, got plenty of time to get out here for game 2. This one's going to be fouled back and out of play. If you were planning on going to the Mississippi State baseball game, well, they canceled theirs so Delaware can get home. There was some travel concerns, I think, with some of the weather in that part of the world, so they went ahead and canceled their game 3 today. So why not come out to Fulton? Free softball. Coach Wilson will sign you an autograph if you show up. 0-2 pitch. Oh, that one just missing outside, and Porter kind of held on to it for a second and didn't get it. I think everybody but the home plate umpire thought that was strike 3.
I think if it was a right-handed batter, that's a different call.
You are correct, sir. 1-2 pitch. This one popped up. Shortstop won't have to go back, and no, drops it. Well, that was kind of trouble. It looked like she couldn't find the ball off the bat that time. And looks like it kind of crossed her over. And so that'll be a 2-out error that will put the runner on here in the top of the 5th, and this will bring up Ware to the plate.
Yeah, I think the wind had something to do with that as well. She was shuffling her feet quite a bit, trying to find it and get under that one.
So let's see if Pellissippi can get a 2-out rally going here. That ball fouled off for strike 1. Don't worry, folks. C.J. Adams will sign an autograph, too, if you show up. He charges, though.
Yeah, it costs a little bit more.
See, Coach Wilson, he's a good dude. He's like, I'll sign him for free. C.J.'s like, nah, $20 and I'll sign it.
We ain't got to your fee yet.
Nobody wants my autograph. You're like the Virgil of broadcasters.
Nobody knows who you're talking about.
You do, though. 0-1 is the count. Coach Wilson's like, I have no clue. We'll fill you in between innings. 0-1 is the count. Runner at first with 2 outs. That pitch missing low, just at the knees. 1-1 is the count. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner at first. 2-2 is the score here in the top of the 5th inning. Swung on, fouled off. We'll go 1-2. Little hit and run action that time for Pellissippi. So the count will sit at 1-2 with 2 outs and a runner at first. Panthers able to plate and run to tie it back up at 2. Reaches out, finds a piece of it to keep the at-bat alive.
Yeah, she's been going outside a lot here. I think she needs to break one off inside and see if she could sneak one by her.
So we'll see what she comes back with here. Ella Lilly in the circle. She's got 5 Renaissance Bank strikeouts. Now be a great time for a 6th. Instead, a ground ball to the shortstop. Gets it. Throw over is in time. And the Indians get out of the inning with minimum damage done. But the Panthers not backing down to the number 12 team in the country. 2-2 is the score. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Sam's Town Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Hey guys, get Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
For a limited time, get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move now to the bottom of the 5th inning. We look like we will have a batter coming up for ICC. As of right now, this is Dawsey at the plate. She struck out swinging in her only appearance so far in the contest. And Thomas Luke is on deck for the Indians. That pitch missing for a ball. 2-2 is your score. As the 2-8 Panthers of Pellissippi showing no fear this afternoon to the 13-1 number 12 Indians here in game one. As 2-0 is the count now here to Dawsey. And I was looking down, updating my stats. 3-0 now is the count. Well, right now, if you're the Indians, you just got to get something going. Shows bunt, and that one will go for a ball. Well, he's liked that corner today, but only to right-handers is that one off the plate. Now this will bring up number 30, and Thomas Luke. She is batting .286 on the year, 4 hits, 1 double, and 3 home runs. So what's that saying is, CJ, when she puts the bat on the ball, is typically good things happen. That pitch high for a ball. She's batting in place of Fields. That one in there for a strike. Then we'll have another batter coming up next is Lynch on deck for the Indians. 1-1 is the count here to Luke. Runner goes, little hit and run, and that one's going to be a flare foul ball. And it should be retrievable by the dog.
It is. I'm watching him do it as we speak.
I got no view of it whatsoever. So 1-2 now is the count. And there's that rise ball again that ICC has struggled with all day today. A swinging strikeout, 6th strikeout of the game. Got to think that might be a season high for Million. As we said, she came in with 18 strikeouts in 6 appearances so far this season. This one's going to be fouled back. This is Lynch coming to the plate. Lynch batting .412 on the year. She's got 7 hits. She scored 2 runs and has driven in 3 more. Foul ball, strike 1. Second pitch low. Runner's going to go down to second. No issue there. Stolen base for Dawsey.
Had a little bit of hesitation on that throw down. Probably waiting on somebody to cover the base, but can't really do that if you expect to get somebody out of second at this level.
So 1-1 is the count. This one's hit, and it's going to be a fair ball. And the runner, the left fielder, kind of hit the wall, and this is going to be a triple. And the Indians do add a run. And we do have an injury out there in left as she was trying to not hit the wall out there. And when she did, she slipped. And ICC will plate the run. I didn't switch the camera because I was trying to look, make sure she was okay out there in left field. And so a big-time hit there for Lynch. It will go as an RBI triple. That scores Dawsey, and ICC takes a 3-2 lead. Injury timeout on the field. Let's take it with them and be back with more. Welcome back. Good to see out there in left field. Matthews able to kind of shake things off there after going for that. Really and truly thought the ball was out of the ballpark. It carried a lot further than it thought it did, and she was kind of I would have never been able to get there in the first place, but one of those where you had to watch the fence, and whenever she realized the ball wasn't going to get out of the park, she tried to come back in and make the play, and her feet kind of slipped out underneath her, so good to see that she's okay out there in left. So now this is going to be Maddie Porter at the plate here for the Indians. Takes that first pitch, and it's in there for a strike.
And kudos to Lynch. She was hustling
that
whole time to make it to third base.
Thought about possibly sending it around the horn for an in-the-field home run as this one off the netting. But instead, her teammates got the relay in quickly, and Coach Owens quickly called the timeout so they can get out there to check on her. As we said, good to see that Matthews is okay out there in left. This pitch popped up, back and out of play. 1-2 now is the count. Well, Indians want to pick up this insurance run that's sitting at third base. And when we talk about our insurance runs, we got to talk about our State Farm insurance agent, Brandon Poland, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. He's located right there on South Adams Street. It's that pitch high for a ball. 2-2 now is the count. Of course, I know State Farm uses the color red, but I always call it the full house door. You drive down there on South Adams Street, look for the red door, and that's where Brandon and his crew is there. This pitch popped back and out of play off the top of us here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. And so we'll sit at 2-2 and get some few more softballs back in play. Now my question is, CJ, does the dog that's retrieving foul balls have the wherewithal to chase that one down as it goes back straight behind us?
It took off that way. I can't see behind it to see if it got there, but
that's
it
awesome.
is definitely going that way.
And ouch. That one came in and looked like it came right off the wrist of Porter.
I think they're going to argue that she swung at that.
They do have a legit argument on it, but that one hurt. And they're going to come in and defer to the infield umpire as Maddie will take her time going down to first, and they're talking it over on the infield as Nikki will come out and check on Maddie. And CJ, I got to say they've got it. No, they're going to leave her at first. I was going to say they've got a legit argument. Looked like she did carry through and follow through with her back shoulder. And Pellissippi's coach wants to come out and kind of discuss this a little further. She'll have that conversation. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Hey, guys, get Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
For a limited time, get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
At Bank Oklahoma, consistency isn't just something we strive for. It's our way of doing business. One bank, multiple communities, consistently here for you. Find the branch nearest you at bankoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Good to see Maddie able to stay in the contest as she's over at first base. So now Indians with runners on the corners. And this is A.B. Marler coming to the plate. And Maddie will jog down to first with the stolen base. Coach Andy Kirk checking in, saying CJ sounding good on the broadcast.
Look at Coach Kirk lying on a Sunday.
0-1 pitch, and this one hit. It's going to drop, and this is going to add some more runs to the board here. And that's going to go for an RBI single by Marler. Now Marler's going to get the lead, and she will head to second. And now ICC will have runners at second and third, and a clutch hit there by AB. So that will go for an RBI single. She advanced, I don't know if you call that a steal or what do you call that, but she did advance in that
I don't
situation.
know the official term, but there was nobody holding her on at first, nobody to throw back.
So now we might have a change coming up here. Looks like we are going to have a call to the bullpen. This call to the bullpen being brought to you by Guaranteed Bank in Fulton. We'll take a break and tell you about the new pitcher right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Mr. Palomalo?
Yeah.
You need any help?
Mm-mm.
You want my Coke Zero?
Nah.
Really? You can have it.
A Coke Zero and a smile.
We're Coke brand managers. Coke Zero stole our taste, and they are not stealing our commercial.
Hey, that was for me.
Is he coming? Is he coming?
Coke Zero has a life. Have a Coke
Hey, kid.
Zero and a smile.
Cats.
Da, 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 da.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We had to do a little bit of a quick research to find out who the new pitcher is. It is Ashton Shamley. She's listed as 22 on the stats. 14 is what she's wearing today. She comes in with a 1-2 record. This will be her 6th appearance of the year. She's given up 33 runs on 33 hits, 27 of those earned. She's walked 23 and has struck out 8. She has an 11.34 ERA. And she is greeted to the contest by Starling, and that's going to drop for a hit. And ICC adds another run. I'm guessing that went for a hit there, CJ.
Was down the first base line.
Okay. I was looking down right in my stats, the reason why I was asking.
Yep, she came into the game ready to swing.
Well, nice job there by Starling. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 run. And ICC now up 5-2. 3 runs scored so far here in the inning. As this is Shands, who had the solo home run in her last at bat. And she has another one. See you later, Shands, this time with a 3-run shot, her 2nd home run of the game.
No doubter to center field. Wind or not, that ball was out of here.
That was one of those that Coach Kirk likes to say, you know you hit it right when you hit it on the line right there. And that was one that, zero doubt it was going out of the ballpark. I need to find out who the grounds crew is out there, because like Hayden's dog was going to try to run it down for him that time, but he got to it first. So we got a couple of dogs that like to run down. So we got a foul ball dog and a home run ball dog. I like it.
Hey, whatever we got, we can mark it, we'll go with it.
And we got Snoop Dogg on the PA system. And so
Snoop Dogg at the Olympics has been quite entertaining.
He just needs to be on everything. New batter coming in here for the Indians. This is number 10 for ICC. Fisher Short coming in to bat. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball. So nobody on the bags after that shot out of the ballpark to center field. 4 RBI and 2 runs scored on the day for Shands. Fisher, that pitch up high for ball 2. 2-0 now is the count. I tell this story, I think, every time Fisher comes up to bat. She officially makes me feel old. Remember her when she was just a little bitty thing out here at our summer camps. And that's when you know you've been around a while, whenever they grow up in front of you, and now they're starting to play softball. CJ, you know it. You got 2 little ones. They grow up in a hurry.
They do. They do.
So 3-0 is the count here to Fisher. Taking the whole way that time, and she'll draw the walk. So a 1-out walk issued there to Short. And this will be Gwynn now coming to the plate. So ICC getting some new faces into the contest. Not necessarily out. I mean, now, Indians have put up 6 runs, but these are players coming in cold and ready to contribute right away.
I like it. Shows you got some depth on your bench, and you can just throw anybody in there at any time and expect them to produce.
So big inning here for the Indians. 6 runs on the board so far. They lead it 8-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Runner at first in Short. Ewan at the plate. This is that first pitch, and it's called a strike. 0-1 is the count. There's a pretty big gap out there in right center, if that's where she wants to go with the ball, as the right fielder playing more down the line than the normal position. That pitch finds the inside corner for a strike. 0-2 now is the count. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and a runner at first here for the Indians. There's a shot. Second baseman got a chance to turn 2 here. There's 1, and no, can't turn 2. So that'll be a fielder's choice. 4-6 on the putout of Short. And now there's 2 outs in the inning. And this will be Dawsey coming to the plate. 0 for 1 on the day with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. So she'll dig in. Runner goes. A little hit and run action that time. Couldn't find contact. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And are they saying she left the base early?
I missed that. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened.
We're
changing innings.
So assuming that's the only thing it could be. Well, the Indians do get 6 runs on the board. They lead at 8-2. We'll take a break and come back, see if there's any defensive lineup changes for the Indians. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I'd like to teach the world to sing. Sing with me. Perfect harmony. Perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. And the real I like to teach the world to sing. In perfect harmony. Perfectly. And I'd like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. It's the real thing. What the world wants today is the real thing. What the world wants today is the real thing.
All sorts of changes.
Yeah, all sorts of changes here, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the top of the 6th inning. So new catcher in the contest. Lynch will come in behind the plate. She'll be catching there now, and looks like we'll have a new third baseman coming in. This will be number 15. That's Elaney Wheeler at third base.
Duhan moved to second, or from second to short.
All right, so Duhan is to short.
Lynch is catching.
And then, is that Shands now at second? Houston Ray is still at first. I think Ewan is out there in left field. And looks like Hodem is still in right. Dawsey is in center. Yep, that's Shands now at second. Well, give me and CJ a couple of days and we can figure stuff out.
Need some binoculars up here.
Yeah. We'll put that in the next order.
If you'd like to donate to the
Yeah.
ICC Sports Information
You got
Department.
a pair of binoculars laying around the house. Bring them on as the umpire now making all the same changes across the way with the coaches at Pellissippi. It was 6 runs there in the bottom of the 5th that have opened things up here, CJ, for the Indians. And it was Shands with a 3-run home run, a triple by Lynch that might have been able to be an in-the-park home run, but she did drive in a run as well, an RBI single by Marlar.
Yeah, bats finally came alive that inning, and it's about time. Like, we needed that a couple innings ago, so good to see them finally warming up a little bit, and hopefully we'll continue into the next few innings.
And this should be Paredes coming up to bat here for Pellissippi. That pitch across for a strike. Well, CJ, did you notice when the bats came to life a while ago?
When Coach Wilson went to sign his autographs?
Yeah, he left to go sign a few autographs, so there's going to be a grounder right back to Ellis. She's going to toss it over for the out. 1-3.
Well, also Cade left. I just got a text that him and his mom are at home watching, so he got tired of us and went home.
So that's the benefit of you being his dad. Everybody else has to refer to him as Mr. Cade, but you get to call him Cade. I don't know whenever a 5-year-old is going to make me call him Mr. So.
But you do.
I do. So it looks like we may have a new pitcher coming in here for the Indians. And that is going to be the case. Is coming in to pitch for ICC is going to be number 14, Ramsey Montgomery, entering to pitch. Take a look at some stats on Ramsey. She's got a 1.17 ERA. She's 5-1 on the year. This will be her 8th appearance. She has given up 11 runs, 6 of those earned on 17 hits, 13 walks, 54 strikeouts to lead the team. That's coming in 36 innings of work. So she'll come in. It's a no-save situation yet. And so with 1 out in the inning and nobody on, it'll be Schneider coming in to greet Ramsey, who is taking the circle. There is 1 out, nobody on. That pitch missing outside for a ball. Ramsey, the transfer from Northeast. That went a strike. Took the umpire a second to call it, but that one zipped in there for strike 1. 1-1 now is the count. Apparently they're watching and not listening because Cade, I feel like, would fuss if he heard me refer to him as a 5-year-old. Is that pitch in there for a strike? Or maybe he's just gotten so used to me picking on him that he just goes in one ear and out the other.
He hasn't got your number yet. I finally gave him my old phone, so he's been texting me all day.
Uh-oh.
So I'll have to put your number in his contacts so he can start texting you during the broadcast.
Swing and a miss for strike 3, and boy, that could be dangerous. That's the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Ramsey, and now there's 2 outs.
And we've got a little not confrontation, a little conversation.
Say conversation.
I believe about maybe foot placement when she's letting go of the ball.
So the Pellissippi coach just kind of getting the explanation there from the infield umpire. And now getting a demonstration from the umpire. And apparently she's cool with it. She just shook her head, said, all right, and going to jog back across the way. So just a little bit of a brief break in the action there. And now this will be Spangler coming to the plate. Spangler is 1 for 2 on the day, singled, and then grounded out to first in her last at bat. That pitch missing low for ball 1. Remind you, stay tuned. We'll have the Renaissance Bank postgame report coming your way at the conclusion of this one. We'll select our Samstown Market star of the game. As there's a half swing, but called a strike. 1-1 now is the count. We mentioned a good crowd making their way out.
There's quite a few people here for it to be a little chilly out.
1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Normally, you know, coming this time of year, you talk about seating in the shade of premium. Not today. 1, there's not a shade, but 2, yeah, you won't find that sun to try to stay as warm as you can.
Yeah, luckily the sun is shining. We ain't got cloud cover.
And that one swung on miss, and it's going to have to be thrown down. It is, so that will go as a Renaissance Bank strikeout. 2-3 on the putout for a 3-up, 3-down inning there in the top of the 6th. We'll take a break and be back with the home half of the 6th right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
It all leads to this moment. It started with stepping out and discovering what you're capable of. Planning your future while learning, serving, and getting a real collegiate experience. Because the place you start can change everything. Itawamba Community College. You belong here.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesar's new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust. Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates 2 things. Bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza. Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 6th inning. ICC leading this one 8-2. Had a little bit of a delay there between innings because the catcher had to go back and get her gear on, did Spangler. For ICC, they batted around that last inning. And this, I was going to say, should still be Dawsey as she was at the plate as the runner was called out for leaving the base early to end the inning. And so Dawsey will start us off here, 0 for 1 with a strikeout, a walk, stolen base, and a run scored. And maybe the most interesting walk-up song of the day. As that pitch misses for a ball. So that pitch missing. That one in the dirt. So 2-0 now is the count. And that one just missing. That was another one of those, CJ, we talked about earlier. Right-handed batter, that one may have been called a strike.
Absolutely. Been calling him all day. Can't talk bad about him because he has been consistent with it.
He has, and at the end of the day, that's really all you want. And we're going to have a quick meeting in the circle. We'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this.
At Banco Kelowna, consistency isn't just something we strive for. It's our way of doing business. One bank, multiple communities, consistently here for you. Find the branch nearest you at bancokelowna.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey guys, get Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
For a limited time, get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. No changes made, just a quick meeting in the circle here. So 3-0 is the count to Dawsey, looking to draw her second walk of the game. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes it for a strike. 3-1 now is the count. So 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs, nobody on here for the Indians. We're in the bottom of the 6th here in game 1. And that'll be a walk. So a nice at bat there, drawing the second walk of the day. We're going to flip it back to the top of the lineup, see who comes to the plate this time. This is going to be Fields back at the dish. She was batted for by Luke in the previous at-bat, so she is 0 for 2 on the day. She flew out to third and grounded out to the pitcher. That pitch in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, and no outs. Runner at first here for the Indians. We're in the bottom of the 6th. ICC up 8-2 after a 6th run. Bottom of the 5th. As that one finds the zone for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. Remind you, softball will be back in action on Monday. So they'll take on Columbia State. Check swing, and like that might have been a little hit and run action. Just unfortunate that time, CJ couldn't get the bat quick enough, fouled it off for strike 2.
Yeah, woke the dugout up over there.
They'll take on Columbia State. It'll be a 2 o'clock Guaranteed Bank opening pitch for the first game of the day. It'll be right back here on the Red Channel, and they'll be home again on Thursday, 2 o'clock versus Shelton. That'll be on the Blue Channel. So that pitch high for a ball. 2-2 now is the count.
So y'all going to have an easy week this week.
Oh, yeah. Not as bad as this last week. Well, I'm knocking on wood where we had 6 games on Thursday. But, hey, thanks to help from guys like you, Coach Kirk, as there's the runner going and will be a stolen base for Dawsey. Upton, Minga, Boggs, just Cal, Casey, everybody jumping in to help. We're able to make that heck week run as about smoothly as we could. 3-2 now is the count here to Fields. And she'll draw a walk. Runner will try to go to third, and she'll get there without an issue. Good read of picking that one up in the dirt. Able to advance, so now ICC will have runners on the corners. No outs here. And this is going to be number 22 coming back to the plate, Lynch, who has now moved in at catching. She had that triple basically off the wall in her previous at-bat. So that pitch high gets away, but a friendly bounce off the netting will not allow the runner to advance home from third, but the runner from first to second without an issue.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better bounce back if you're the catcher in that situation.
That's one bad thing. I say bad thing. You know, back in the day we had a much looser net, so it kind of get tangled up in the net, but now it's just springs right back without an issue. 1-0 is the count. Had to climb the ladder to go get that one. 2-0. Now is the count here to Lynch. Said she tripled off the wall and left. This one's popped up, and the center fielder should have this one without an issue. Tag up, the throw home is not in time. And now they're going to try to go back to second, and she's there safely. And so that will be a sacrifice fly on the play for Lynch. Her second RBI of the day as Dawsey comes around to score. Go ahead.
That was a really good throw by the center fielder to make that close at home plate.
That sacrifice fly is being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. Meet Tuesday nights at 7. They're located right across the street from the Davis Event Center. Reminding you the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That is the ICC Wesley Foundation. This is new batter at the plate. This is Wheeler, who has stepped in to play third. And stands in, takes both those pitches for a strike. 0-2 now is the count.
You got to know he's going to call that inside pitch. You got to be swinging to protect that.
Imagine that's where Chambly's probably going to go right back to. Now instead, goes outside. Not a bad spot to miss, though, with a 1-2 count. A throwaway pitch, if you will. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second. That one's going to be pulled foul. It will sit at 1-2. Remind you, this is game 1 of 2 this afternoon. We'll take about a 30-minute break in between games and come back with the start of the nightcap, if you will. Wheeler way ahead of that one. Fouling it off, keeping this at-bat alive here. The umpire, he just showed 3-2. Was I asleep for a couple of pitches?
If you were, I was too. I don't remember the.
This one popped up. Shortstop will camp underneath it and squeeze it for the out. Yeah, he showed 3-2 when he held his hands up, and it don't matter because it was a pop out either way. And so now this will be A.B. Marler. She is 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of singles. She does have an RBI. So Chambly will get set to toss. Is that one missing low for a ball? Borderline pitch going the way of the Indians. There is 2 outs. So the runner will be going on contact here for the Indians. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, pulled foul. So that will even things up now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on second. ICC up 9-2 here in game 1. That pitch just high. 2-1 now is the count. Wind blowing out to left. Awaiting the 2-1 pitch here from Chambly. That one drifts high. Now 3-1 is the count. So 3-1 the count. 2 outs. Runner at second.
You got to be careful here not to just float her one down the middle.
And that one pulled foul. So AB's been early on some of these, but you're right, CJ. She's one of those that you mess up and miss a pitch, she'll make you pay.
Absolutely. She's been hitting the ball fairly well today.
I mentioned got 2 singles on the day. And that one hit her. So they're going to send the runner back to second. As that one came off the elbow of Marler. And now Duhan will come back to bat here. She was batted for in the previous at bat by Starling, who had a single. So Ella will stand in here with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Takes that pitch in there for a strike. Now she's somebody else now. When she can time one up, can do some damage. Time is taken here as...
It's like the bullpen gate's open down there.
Well, it's been open for a while because nobody's been there, but the infield umpire just now recognizing it. So good on him to see that. To get it closed. 0-1 is the count here to Duhan. That pitch high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Adam Gore, C.J. Adams here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Appreciate everyone tuning in this afternoon on a Sunday. As that pitch drops in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count.
She had a little bit of off-speed pitch there to freeze her.
So the Panthers looking for the exit here. Trying to keep it to a 1-run inning for the Indians. ICC trying to spark a 2-out rally. Duhan hits it. It's dropped, and they will get the force at third. Very smart to not panic. Go ahead and tag the bag with the ball, and ICC will get out of the, or excuse me, Pellissippi will get out of the inning with minimal damage done. Indians add a run to the board. We'll head to the top of the 7th. ICC leads it 9-2. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Sam's Town Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to shift now to the top of the 7th. It'll be the 9-1-2 batters due up here for Pellissippi.
Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here.
All right, so it will not be Matthews.
Looks like 42, Haley Richards.
So Richards will start us off, batting in place of Matthews, who was 0 for 2 on the day. She was also the player that was shaken up out in left field, so hopefully just getting somebody else in at bat in this situation versus her having to sit out. We also talked about Maddie Porter, who was hitting the wrist earlier this afternoon. Hopefully she'll be okay as well, as she was replaced behind the plate by Lynch. Ramsey in the circle here for the Indians. They're up in this one 9-2. We're on the top of the 7th here in game 1. Ramsey's pitch in there for a strike. The Indians finally settled down about midway through this one, CJ, and started playing the softball we're accustomed to seeing them play.
Yeah, they really did. They kind of got off to a little shaky start, but when it matters, they come through. They get the bats warmed up. Pitching's been fairly strong. Defense has been good. Kind of softball you want to see.
1-1 is the count after that pitch missing outside. Richards at the dish here for the first time this afternoon. That one runs high and inside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Stay tuned. We'll have the Renaissance Bank postgame report coming your way at the conclusion of this one. Game 2 will be coming your way about 30 minutes after this one is wrapped up. Swing and a miss. Nice location on that low fastball. 2-2 now is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Just a really good pitch by Ramsey.
Ramsey gets her 3rd Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. She's faced 3 batters. So now we'll flip it back to the top part of the lineup here in Mello. She is 0 for 1 today with a pair of walks. That pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 now is the count to the second baseman. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. That one zipped across for strike 2. So Ramsey not wasting any time, filling up the strike zone early and often.
Making that umpire's job real easy.
0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Nice job there by Mello to find a piece of it to keep the at-bat alive here. So the count will stay 0-2. Ramsey set to deliver. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout. Find out what's next by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. If you remember those SEC shorts throughout the football season, you can see those and other videos at RenaissanceNation.com. So this is Stevens at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So 0-1 is the count here to Stevens. She reached on an error, singled, drove in a run. That was back in the 2nd, and then struck out looking in the 5th. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So 0-2 is the count with 2 outs and nobody on here in the top of the 7th. Pitch coming. Nope, fouled it off. I was going to say swung on and missed, but able to keep a piece of that one to keep the at-bat alive.
A very, very small piece of that one.
Yeah.
But it's enough to get her another one.
So Kate Stevens trying to extend the contest here with a base hit. Ramsey looking for the exit. Grounder, second baseman gets it, tosses it over in time, 4-3, and that will do it. ICC picks up the 9-2 win here in Game 1. We'll take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled me over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
That's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 final here from Fulton. ICC wins it by the final of 9-2. Indians bat woke up midway through this one, took care of business here in Game 1 to pick up the win. They improve to 14-1 on the season. CJ, your thoughts on the contest?
Well, slow start, but bats finally came alive. Pitching was strong, and we'll take that Game 1 win.
ICC gets 9 runs on 7 hits. They did have 2 errors for Pellissippi. Boy, they came out and they fought. I like the scrappiness out of this Pellissippi squad. They slipped to 2-9 on the season. They had 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors as well. We're looking back at some of the highlights from today's game as ICC wins it 9-2. Got a little bit of meat left on the bone here, CJ. We've got to pick our Samstown Market star of the game. Of course, Sam Ferris, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics here on the ICC Sports Network. Getting close to grilling season, CJ. Well, for me, it's always grilling season. I know you're the same way, and no better place to go get some of your meats, especially if you want to get special cuts made. They do have a butcher shop inside Samstown Market right there in the heart of Manatee. CJ, we'll give you the honors of picking our Samstown Market star of the game.
Yeah, it's a pretty clear choice. We got to go with Taylor Shands. 2 home runs on the day, 2 for 3, 4 total RBIs, just a monster home runs there. Kind of woke those bats up and started that scoring.
Yeah, for Taylor, that was her, let's see, I had it for
4th and 5th home run of the year.
Yeah, 4th and 5th home run of the year, ICC now with 27 total home runs on the season. Well, that's going to do it for Game 1. We invite you to come back in about 20 or 30 minutes for the start of Game 2 as ICC looks to complete the sweep of our visiting Pellissippi Panthers here on the ICC Sports Network.
It all leads to this moment. It started with stepping out and discovering what you're capable of. Planning your future while learning, serving, and getting a real collegiate experience. Because the place you start can change everything. Itawamba Community College. You belong here.